We are live.
All right.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Woohoo. I'm actually on the LinkedIn page as well. It says waiting for broadcast right now.
Okay, cool. All right, everyone, let's get this started. This is our second installment of the weekly cold calling sessions. We have a bunch of new people, some repeat guests today. Super stoked. To start, I think we should probably just go around the circle and do some intros and just kind of say where our name, just what company we work at, and we can just kind of go around. I'll start. I'm Rohan, one of the co-founders here at Nux. We build basically like virtual bullpens and parallel power dialers for teams that like to do calling and calling together. And we're in Nux right now. So excited to be hosting this kind of live event. Amelia, you want to go next?
I will. Hey, y'all. I am Amelia, obviously. I am at the Carabiner Group, so we do RevOps as a service. I am not pitching my services, but feel free to reach out regarding RevOps if you'd like. But I will be pitching on behalf of, there's my pitch, I guess, but I will be pitching on behalf of Jesse Ella from Lead Magic, and we're going to make a little magic happen if you will. There you go.
And Amelia.
Popcorn ready, Elliott. Oh, sorry.
Go for it. Elliott, you're on mute.
Great intro.
Bottom left.
I know.
Do you
Okay. Hello, can you guys hear me?
perfect. We can
Gotcha.
hear you.
And I've been on mute the whole time. Wow, I've said so much. I've been
I love it.
talking to myself.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, hey guys, how's it going? For all those that don't know me, my name is Elliott. I broke into SaaS last year, made some buzz on Rev Genius, Rev League, took the crown 2021, come here to take it again. Yep.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Yep. But
Oh,
more than
cute.
anything, I went to an SCP on Outplay, and now I'm with Data Axle, a leading provider of data-driven marketing and real-time business intelligence solutions for enterprise, small businesses, nonprofit, political organizations. More than excited to be here with Nux and Peter, Jacob, Ashley, and Amelia, and Rohan and Vishnu, and Jared Robbins. So let's get this started. Let's go, Ashley.
Okay.
Let's go.
Wow.
Right.
You know who you're going against. Come on now.
Yeah, you do too.
Oof.
All right, Elliott, you got to pick
Oof.
someone
I love
next.
Elliott. I love him. We're buddies.
My name is Ashley Reichenberger. I am a senior SDR at Second Nature. We provide an AI sales coaching software tool. I've been here since April, but I've been an SDR for almost 6 years now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. It's my first live cold calling event. We'll see what this
Yeah. We're
And
stoked.
we have
Do it.
All right, Jacob.
Jacob's next.
Okay, probably should look into the camera for this, right? So it looks kind of creepy, like I'm looking right at you.
We were at the camera. Look at our eyes.
Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm in sales development at Service Bell, also known as Mr. Broncitis, maybe, if you recognize me from the last stream. And I'll let my cold calls do the pitching for you. I'll just save it for later because you're going to hear me do it like
Okay.
10 times.
And I will also say Jacob recently got us onto his product Service Bell, and it's awesome. So, but you'll hear it in that.
You guys will
cold
at
calls.
least one of you will probably be in the next demo through Service Bell after this live stream. Hopefully. That's the goal.
Ooh.
Ooh.
But don't tell them I said that. Shh. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, man.
All right.
So I'm Peter Sim, and I'm the head of ops at Rev Genius. Super excited to be here. I'll be moderating, co-hosting with Rohan here. Again, we have a fantastic crew here. It's going to be an amazing, intense session here, full of really fun competition. Overall purpose for this is going to be, number one, we're just having a lot of fun. And number two is that, these guys are going to book meetings through this. And then thirdly is that, we're here for everybody to learn, right? So please throw in your questions into the comment section, and we'll kind of work that into our sessions here and make sure that we, get to those. We'll have some breaks here and there just to kind of talk about frameworks, methodologies, and answer your questions and things like that. So again, this was brought to you by Nooks and Rev Genius, and again, totally excited to start. And we'll go. The format of this is going to be where we're going to have basically 2 people call at a time. That's what we're going to try our best to stick to, so that we're not stuck with too much quietness, I guess, with people trying to get people on the phone. So without further ado, anything before we get started, Rohan?
No. I mean, I think Ashley will be dialing using our power dialer, which lets you dial multiple numbers at once. And Jacob, if we can get it fixed, ready, working for you, we'll try to get you on it. But I think you might be having to through Outreach.
If I use my Outreach in another tab, will the audio work still in the live stream, or is the audio coming through the stream?
Shoot.
We can maybe join a different room to discuss.
Yeah, join.
I don't want to bog down the show.
Yeah. Ping Vishnu. There's a way. So you can do it. Maybe hop into Vishnu's room. But
I'll be back. Okay. Bye.
All right.
Silly.
All right. Who wants to kick things off?
One more quick notice is that we have we're still down for the halftime show, right?
I think his audio might not be working, so we might have to postpone that.
Okay.
But
all right.
You might want to. You can tell people about it. So maybe next time.
Elliott raps.
Or Elliott can rap.
Elliott's really.
When have I rapped?
I really want to see that.
That was back in my 8 Mile days.
Your 8 Mile.
Your 8 Mile days.
I mean, I'm from Atlanta,
right.
so I don't know what that means, but can't
Eminem,
take the
8
girl
Mile
out
the
of
movie.
Atlanta. Can't take the A out of the girl, right?
Come on.
No, I can't. All right, can we go? Can I just start
Let's
doing
go.
my thing?
Come on,
Okay.
let's do this.
This isn't my thing to begin with. I'm a social seller, but I'm just still gonna
You're the best.
do
Come
my
on.
thing.
You're the
But we're
best.
still gonna do good things.
We only had like 4 meetings last time.
Yeah, that was intense. After seeing you crush it last week, last week? Yeah, I was like, wow, she's really good. Now, when I got invited back on, I have this that feeling you get when the prospect picks up the phone and you're excited and scared at the same time, and then you just got to go for it. That's kind of how I feel right now. So
you're kind of nervous.
A little bit, yeah.
To
A little nervous.
compete. Good. I like that. Okay. Just kidding.
Don't let her intimidate you. Come on, Jacob.
Should I start? Hey, look, you gotta be vulnerable, right? That's like the whole thing. So should I just
All
start
right.
dialing, or am I on the back?
Let's start dialing. So let's go. And if we're still gonna do the 2 at a time thing, right? So we can do Jacob and Elliott to start. But I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Just kind of winging this, right?
Hey, all right. I'll start with him. Go ahead, Mr. Broncitis.
Here we go. Okay, let's do it. Interesting. So we have to tell them it's a recorded line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let me think about. We gotta pitch this one. All right, let me just start calling. That's the biggest mistake you can make is not starting the dial, right? So let me just go for it.
All right, I'm going already.
Please leave your message for 76061.
So wait, I can't call. I have to wait my turn.
Maybe you guys can field questions about cold calling while we're.
There is no one available to take your call. Please record your message.
We'll call you. Toss your number in the comments. Do it. Let's see if we can sell you.
I actually don't mind pitching Nooks.
Yeah, hey,
Just saying.
that is a good. It's a really.
Hello, Justin. Yep. Hey, Justin, you're on the recorded line. Can I tell you why I called real quick? Sure. Hey, Justin, I just noticed that you were in charge of marketing and just wanted to kind of just let you know a little bit about what Data Axle does and just how we download the content, like your content, and get clones just like your best prospects right now. And then we just put it into a file and then we give it to you and be like, hey, you know what? These are our best that we have that are cloned just like yours. And I just love to hop on a call with you maybe after the July 4th, after you're done barbecuing it and everything, and just to show you what it looks like. Would that be okay with you, Justin?
It's not really my part of marketing. It's not something that I'd have control over.
Oh, okay. Maybe a referral to somebody that is in charge of that side of things?
I'll tell you what, shoot me an email. It's first initial, last name at salesforce.com. And with just a blurb of what y'all do, and if I find someone who I think is the right fit, I'll shoot it their way.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate your time, and you have a great Independence Day.
Yeah, thanks, man. You too. Have a
All
good
right,
day.
bye.
That was an appropriate emoji for that, Ashley. That was a very appropriate emoji.
Come on, let's go. Come on. I can't hear nobody cheer.
All right, let's keep going. So, feedback overall. Let's just all everybody start going.
Hey, is this Kellen?
Yeah, it is.
Kellen, hey, how are you? Good. Hey, real quick, I know that it's in a month, in a quarter, and you are running easy over there. Do you have just a bit going into Q3 and get you some prospects?
Yeah. That sounds interesting.
Okay, no, cool. Are you familiar with Lead Magic by
The
chance?
internet user you are trying to reach is unavailable.
I'm familiar by name, not exactly by what it similar. Like right now, I'm using like HubSpot and Apollo.
I'm unable to come to the phone right now. If you leave your name and number, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. God bless.
Cool. Great for using those. I mean, obviously, it's great to have a this will play with that very nicely. Lead Magic is not the same. So what it's going to do is give you
on the other line.
Exactly who it is, who's going to be those anonymous visitors who are visiting your website. You know, I know into some of what you've created, which is amazing. Side note, just the content that you have on the different sites with throughout Speakeasy and just the coaching you have, knowing who's wanting coaching, needing coaching, it'll give you that insight on, okay, who are the visitors who are showing up? Who are the people who I can actually convert them into potential customers? And I can help train and help them better up. So, you know, it'll play nicely, like to go back to your question, it'll play nicely with the Zoom Info, Apollo, you know, all of those that you use. Just engage with those people in the right way.
Yeah,
So,
like, am I hearing you right that like there's a way that I'm getting like the info of people who are coming on the site and like profiling them instead of
Yo, I don't know what just happened. Just got.
yeah. So you're going to be able to actually engage with them. You can create lists as well. So you can have your TAM or your ICP, and you can get alerts daily. You can get them weekly. You can schedule it out however it's best for you. You can use Xavier to notify you on Slack as well, which is huge because I know that you and I have communicated previously, maybe in a past life via Slack. So with that being said, I know that that's kind of where you're pretty active as well. So I think that would be a huge benefit for you. But, you know, it's like a 5-minute installation. There's a free trial that I forgot to mention too, which has been wildly successful for people going into Q3, like I mentioned, just to get ahead. Like, let's get you ahead opposed to stepping backwards. So with getting those bright people in front of you and you knowing exactly who they are, targeting messaging, all that. So let's do this. If you're up for it, I'm going to just jump the gun. Okay. I would love for Jesse Alla, who is the founder of Lead Magic, to jump on a call with you and I as well to walk through exactly how this can be super beneficial for you specifically with what you do, what you're continuing to do, and what your goals are for, you know, the next 2 quarters and so on and so forth. So what does it look like for you? Happy almost 4th of July too, by the way.
Oh, gosh, I know it's coming so quickly. I can't believe it's
I know. How crazy is that? Where did June go? I literally have 0.
She's good.
Okay, so we're in July, right? Yeah. So
Hello, Eric?
No, I'm looking at a Sunday. That's obviously not going to work. What about, how's the 7th look for you? Thursday around,
I'm gonna hop
well, we
Elliott's.
can do 12:15.
Just wanted to.
I'm good. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Bye.
Hey, thank you. Happy Independence Day.
What happened?
I keep getting kicked out. I don't know why.
No. Vishnu's pulling you aside, Elliott. So you are in a different room, so we can focus on different conversations. That makes sense. So we don't. So the people on the audio can't hear you. So Nooks has multiple rooms. So if we actually,
Mm.
if you want to go click and join the lobby, we can go back and listen to Amelia's.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Feel free to invite them.
No,
Okay,
you're
awesome.
fine.
Yeah, like I have like a community manager named Isaac who works for me, but he's in Venezuela, and to be honest, I don't know what their time zones are. So like
Me either. I don't know time zones really. Yeah.
So I'll ask him and we'll see. Maybe
We'll see. We'll see. But you know what? That could be our next call, right? We'll hop on with Isaac after we show you some of the value, because we know that there's going to be a lot there. So awesome. Well, Kellen, I'm super pumped for chatting with you on Thursday the 7th at 12:15, and I will shoot an invite your way right now. So you'll see that in your inbox in the next like 2 seconds. And just go ahead and accept, just so we can be on the, life gets crazy. And then we will go from there. But reach out to me if you have any questions. And it was great chatting with you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, talk soon. Bye.
Look forward to it. Bye.
Let's go.
Got it.
I talk too much. I know that.
Got it.
Are we getting any? I think. Cool, Jacob. You got any pickups or?
I'm not getting many pickups. Also, I feel like the audio is like, I don't want to call over Amelia or over Elliott, so
Yeah.
I want my own room to dial.
That was not.
So-
That's a good idea. That's why we should do like maybe 2
Your
people
call
at a
has
time.
been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
So maybe I just call
1
in my own room, and if I get a pickup, I jump back in or something like that.
Yes, I can also.
Number
just
is no
monitor.
longer in service. If you are trying to reach Morgan Stanley, please call.
I was gonna say, basically, if you get a pickup, I can also just hop into your room too.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, later, y'all.
I like that
I'm gonna
idea
keep trying.
too. Yeah, can I get in my own room?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
didn't like you just said. What did you say?
Elliot and Jacob just want to hit the dials, and they're gonna go to their own room. So if they get pickups, we can go hop in there and basically, yeah.
Yep. Just hit the join button,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. We can go hit the join button.
Okay.
So actually,
So we're all
Jacob
separated.
has a pickup. Let's go join him.
Once again, did you say?
Yeah, my name's Jacob from Service Bell. I love your smile on the LinkedIn profile picture, by the way. I figured you'd be a relatively friendlier prospect to cold call, so I thought I would give you a call because I think I can help your team book more meetings. Can you give me 30 seconds to give me a shot to tell you how?
Yeah, I can take 30 seconds.
Awesome. Okay, so the 30-second pitch. You ready for it? Here we go.
Got the opener.
Essentially, Service Bell helps sales teams call leads while they're on your website. So you get notified in real time. You can like video call them essentially on the website, catch them while they're interested, and basically hold an instant meeting right there on the spot. So that's my 30-second pitch. I'm just curious to know how you're currently handling the inbound lead response now.
Yeah, we're using 6 Sense and Drift.
Oh, sweet. Oh, you have Drift. Interesting. I didn't see it on your site when I checked it out. Wow. I'm sorry about that. How do you like Drift?
Yeah, it's decent. We probably need to optimize the way that we're using it. We have a call with them coming up, but it sounds like that might be kind of similar to what you guys do, because we can chat people and kind of like talk to them in real time if they're on the website, if we see that they jump on.
Yeah, so that's true. Drift is definitely one of our competitors, and so if you already have a contract with them, the odds of you guys switching are pretty low. That said, the main difference is rather than having to like chat, like do you ever like try and chat somebody and then they just like bounce, or like, you know what I mean? Like you try and chat with them, but they just leave the website before you can have an actual conversation?
Yeah.
So the difference with Service Bell is that you can just jump into a live video call on the website and just, they can't leave because it's an instant meeting essentially. So if you're already in contract, then maybe it doesn't make sense for the short term, but if you are interested in checking it out, if you go to servicebell.com, I can call you and show you, maybe you can have it in your back pocket for the future.
Yeah, I'm not the decision maker, honestly, who picks out the tools. So like, even if I did want something, it would have to go through Roger, the director. So he's probably the best person to kind of reach out to on that. But yeah, and what did you say your name was again?
My name is Jacob, last name Tuwiner. This is kind of weird, but when I was in middle school though, everyone called me Tuwiner in like gym class, and I got made fun of for it. But yeah, it's Tuwiner.
How do you spell that?
That's a great question. It's Tuwiner.
Okay.
Interesting. So you said you're not the decision maker. So are you overseeing only the outbound side of things, or you're also the inbound, like your team manages Drift?
Yeah, we do outbound, but most of like what we do, I mean, Drift doesn't give us like a ton of stuff, so it's mostly like full outbound.
Okay, sweet. So you don't have a lot of inbound. Well, if you're doing a lot of outbound, how's my cold call going so far? I'm way past the 30-second mark. You know, I'm like 10 times past that at this point.
Yeah, definitely. You're definitely doing great. Don't really have any feedback for you now, but yeah, reach out to Roger and kind of go from there because he's the one that calls the shots.
Okay, well, I will definitely do that. I you probably know where this is going because you're an SDR manager, so maybe you can give me feedback on this one. You would be, I believe, the end user, and I would love your input on it, even if you're not the decision maker. Plus, you seem like a very friendly lady. So I've enjoyed the conversation. Do you mind me sending you a tentative hold, let's say 2 weeks out? In the meantime, I will ping Roger, and if he's interested, maybe we can all sing together, and if not, feel free to decline the invite.
Yeah, I appreciate it because like I literally have zero input on this. You're welcome to like CC me on a email to him, but I wouldn't be able to like put time on the calendar.
Okay, you know what?
We're
totally respect that. I had to shoot my shot, you know.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
I'm sure you can appreciate that as an SDR manager. Okay, great. Well, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day.
Yes.
The name can't say too much about what you guys do. What's the quick pitch?
Okay, no, awesome. So quick pitch what it'll do is anyone who visits the website. So for Gong, so for you guys, anyone who's going to Gong's website, it's going to turn the anonymous visitors into people who can be a part of your pipeline. That, you know, the goal being to convert them into customers. And, you know, it's where it's going to reveal that information to you. So you're going to be able to see this insight and create these lists of these targeted accounts that you want to go after, or you can upload a CSV to where it's like, hey, I need this insight to where it's a Slack integration, you know, through Zapier, or it's where you have an email alert that comes to you either daily, weekly. You can set that up on your own accord, however you would like, but you're able to see exactly who it is who's visiting the Gong site. So I do believe we might have some of your fellow reps using it currently, just on trials. Say that again.
Oh, sorry, you cut out. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're talking over each other. I know. I'm gonna let you go. I promise. Go enjoy the lake. I'm just jealous over here. But so yeah. So you know, with some of your fellow reps actually using it on their own accord with being able to do it, there's a 14-day free trial, which I would love to get you on just so you could see, and we could get this set up to where you're going into Q3 with this entirely
some questions
free platform that you can leverage. And then you're also going to have a leg up, right? Because I was looking at your LinkedIn. You haven't been at Gong too long. I know that you're not a decision maker, but you want to look good, right? So I'd love to build this kind of champion relationship with you because I know this is going to be something that is going to be beneficial for you. So what are your thoughts?
AI sales coaching software tool. And what that means is we created this AI persona, and the idea is for your sales teams to practice with Jenny so they're well-versed and proficient before any sales call. I've seen that you were in sales enablement, so I just wanted to reach out. How are you guys currently training your reps at Automation Anywhere?
Yeah, that's a loaded question, and I don't have time right now to answer all that. I think I've received information from you guys before, so if and when we're ever ready, I'm sure I'll be able to reach back out and see what you guys can do for us.
Is there a better time to reach out or when you evaluate your tech stack?
We're in constant evaluation of our tech stack and growing and reducing all at the same time. So it's just not a good time right now.
That's all right. I'll go ahead and I'll try and give you a call back maybe in a month or so just to see how things are going and schedule a meeting with you just to tell you a bit about us.
All right. Good luck.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Nice.
That was not how I normally I was like frazzled. So I just was like, and then I just kept going. Normally I open the call. Also, I don't normally say the recorded line sales team thing.
Yeah.
But like when I normally get a call and someone says it's recorded line, I'm instantly like, oh, this guy's a robot. Like, I don't want to hang up. So I try to make it kind of cool and was like, I'm doing it for my sales team. So they listen to it later on. I don't know. I think it kind of loosens them up a bit. And But then I kind of have to like get back into my normal groove. I don't think you should be robotic on a call, but the first like 10 seconds you should know pretty well. I just happen to be freestyling right now, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In that case, I got by working. I mean, if you mean like allowing you to give the pitch, I would say usually if you have a good tone, they will almost always say yes.
Yeah, I think
and that's the 30 seconds question, right?
Yeah. Just like, can I just tell you what I'm calling? Normally, what I say is recently is the reason for the call is one, I figured you'd be more open to it as a salesperson, more open to a cold call than most. And two, I think I can help your team book more meetings. I'd love to tell you how. And they're like, this guy, like, all right, fine. I cold called too. I'll give him a shot. And then if it's a good pitch, you're in. So see if I can get some more pickups over here.
Cool.
And guys, in the comment section, if you guys want to throw in your favorite pattern interrupt or opener or whatnot, I would love to hear from you guys as well.
Yeah, maybe we can even get people to try it out.
Yeah.
I think Elliott has a pickup. Should we hop in?
Let's go over there.
Yeah.
I would like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, just noticed that you were in charge of the marketing side of things, and I just wanted to let you know, we get so many calls and leads here, leads there, but I just wanted to let you know that your best prospect that you have right now in your hand, we can clone them just like the way you have them right now. So we can go into our database and say, hey, you know what? Here are the ones that are like just like the ones you have. Wouldn't that be nice? So it'd be like having a twin. Imagine that, of just your prospects. So, hey, just like to jump on a call after Independence Day. I know you're going to be busy, celebrating it. So just like to show you exactly what that looks like. Would that be okay with you?
Yeah, sure. But hold on a second. So you would find lookalikes in my database?
Yeah. So if you just give me maybe just like a file or, sign some papers, be like, hey, here's a lookalike model of what I have right now of my top prospects. And then I'll be like, okay, here, let me go into my database. Let me go look at it real quick. And boom, here you are.
Okay, so you have your database, and
yes,
basically you find good profile match.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, and what's the name of your company?
Data Axle.
Data Axle. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you have my information? I'm just wondering.
LinkedIn.
It's 2022.
I see. Cool. All right. Well, I am in between jobs actually.
No worries.
But I do love the whole concept of lookalike. I'll call it strategy. So once I start my new job, I would like to actually back up this conversation.
Absolutely.
I don't know how strict their compliance laws will be, but we'll figure it out from there. So what's the best way to get a hold of you once I'm ready to dive into this?
Actually, I have your email on file. I could just send you an email, and then we can start from there, Ellie. And I'll send you a confirmation, and I'll send you some stuff, something that'll look at through the weekend. Is that okay?
Yeah. Do you have my Gmail?
No. Let's see. What is your Gmail?
Yeah, let's do the Gmail. It's ERDaily, E as in Ellie, and then RDaily, so without A.
All right. Oh, let's go back to Elliott.
Where are we going?
Let's go to Elliott. Let's finish. Let's hear the end of that call.
Axel.com, send your way, okay?
Cool. All right.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dude, killer call. That was great. I liked when you mentioned the cloning. When you mentioned the cloning, the data.
Well, first of all, don't ever count me out. I come here to dunk. I come here to play. I'm a 3-point shooter.
Are you a lefty though? Because I am, and I got that mean 3-pointer.
Hey, we gotta play sometime. I'll play you in a game of horse.
Okay, can we record it though?
Yeah, absolutely. Rep Genius, and if you want, we can put Nooks in there.
So what I loved about
Nooks
I think I I think something that I noticed that all you guys do, which is great, is like when you
Right.
start to explain, what you do, what your company does. Like I think every one of you guys have talked about it from the perspective of the customer. So like you as a customer is going to be able to do this or be able to get this, which is great, right? Rather than going like, hey, we do this, we do that, we're awesome, right? I thought that was really cool. Very, very awesome. I wonder though, as Amelia, if you have a quick sec, like maybe share, like, do you have like a framework that you follow? Like, is it like a certain
No.
structure of calls, or just go at it?
You know what? I think a lot of it has to be. I think it's
I'll let Amelia go.
It's the lane that you stay in, right? Like there's the framework, but there's you got to be able to pivot and veer off of it based off of what the responses are. So when there's like Elliott just said, I'm in between jobs. Okay, that's not what he planned for or her to say. Okay, great. So let's figure out when are you going to be at your new job? Okay, great. This is beneficial for you. Figuring out how to be off and then getting back into that lane. That straight like lane of, okay, so next step is going to be this. Then giving those two options of, okay, what works best for you opposed to it being what's best on your calendar, because it's never going to work. They're going to be like, let me just reach back out to you. No, I'm going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out together while I have you on the phone, because more times than not, that's the only way it's going to work, right? If they commit there, hold them to that commitment.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a framework. It's loose, but it's also rogue, if you will, rogue a bit, but also there's that lane I'm staying in. Just got to veer off and go around cars a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, very helpful.
And then I just want to, piggyback off what Amelia said. One thing that is super important is tone. I noticed that on Eric's dial, I was too pitchy. And so I had to change up my tone with Ellie and Justin. And the way I did it was like, I got to sound relaxed. I got to, loosen up. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Can you go ahead? Can you hear me, Brett?
Yeah. Okay. And so
we got her on the phone.
Sorry, this is Ashley calling with Second Nature. I'm in the middle of a live call. He hung up.
Oh shoot.
It's all good.
Fair enough.
Haters. They don't know. They just don't know. They don't know.
It happens. That's the thing. You're gonna get hangups. Like you just gotta.
No, he heard everybody else talking. I joined back to the room.
He failed.
Yeah,
you should call him back.
Call him back.
You should call him back.
Call him back right now.
You should call him back.
Let's do it. He's probably gonna be like, "What the heck?"
We'll be sad. Promise.
Let's do it.
How can I help you?
Sorry. All right. We're all going to be quiet this time. My name is Ashley Reichenberger. I'm actually doing a LinkedIn Live cold calling event. And this is a cold call. We're doing this for training purposes. Can I have 30 seconds of your time and you won't hang up this time?
No, I only hung up because it was the most rude, obnoxious thing I ever heard. And the fact that I'm continuing to take this call again is beyond.
Hey, listen, I am so sorry. Like I said, we're just doing a LinkedIn Live cold calling training event. Definitely was not trying to be rude. There's other SDRs listening in. And the reason for my call was I seen that you were the VP of global sales. And what we do is we provide an AI sales coaching software tool. And what that means is we created this AI persona. And the idea is for your teams to practice with Jenny so that they're well-versed and proficient before any sales call. I did just notice you were the VP of sales and wanted to reach out. How are you currently training your reps?
I appreciate you reaching out, but I'm certainly not interested.
My apologies. I'm sorry to put a bad taste in your mouth.
Nah, he's cool. Whatever.
You handled that like a pro, though.
Yeah,
You
that
did.
was awesome.
You did.
That
handle
was
it like a
amazing.
pro.
Also, don't apologize. Don't even like. There's no need, because you don't know what's going on in his world and his life. Whatever you might have thought him at that time, right?
Yeah.
And he just might be like
the other day, and I was like, I really hope you have a good day or your day.
Yeah.
gets better.
like, all right, whatever. Next.
It's all good. Yeah, you handle that like a pro.
Great.
Yeah, I
I
feel
know
like
tough skin.
You're right.
That's how you
that
do
was
it.
amazing. That
That's
was
how you do it.
amazing. Like, man, that was.
Okay, I'm gonna go back in the other room and dial it since my dialer's not working. Do you want me to guys to like ping you instead of joining the room when someone calls?
Yeah, we can. We'll monitor, and like if we see you
Cool.
we'll talk.
I thought that that's what was happening, so that's why I joined the room because I thought it was.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll jump in and out of the
We'll
rooms
jump in
as,
and out.
as
Yeah,
next
yeah.
happen. Yep.
Cool.
Cool.
It looks like we have Jacob with the connect. Want to hop over there real quick?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Sure, you have 30 seconds.
Fantastic. I like it. It's tough. Okay. Essentially, Service Bell tells you when a prospect is on your website so that you can call them in real time on the website and catch them at the peak of their interest. So the reach rates are a lot higher than cold calls. You're catching prospects while they're interested, so they won't want to brush you off, kind of like this. And you can book more meetings. And I was just curious to know how you guys are currently handling inbound lead response now.
To be honest, we don't have a ton of inbound right now. We haven't been putting a ton of money in that since we're so new and we're waiting for Series A funding. But I mean, we are obviously always looking to improve our pipeline. It's just me, one SDR and one AE right now. So
Oh, fantastic.
we're obviously
I'm in the same
trying to
boat.
book more meetings.
You're
Yeah.
talking to half the sales team right now. We're
guys.
actually about to hire 2 SDRs though, so you're pretty tough. You could be a good sales manager. You want to come work for us? I feel like
Possibly. Send me an email and we'll talk.
okay. What about? Is there anything specific that I said that like caught your interest that I can put in the email? This is kind of my way of feeling out if you're just trying to blow me off or if there's actually any interest, you know, that kind of
No,
thing.
I mean, there is interest. Obviously, we're always trying to increase meetings, and it's something that's different. It's more than just like, hey, like here's some email templates. It's actually something I think that has legs and could work. My only concern is it would be a touch creepy. I know that if I was like looking at Adidas shoes online and someone called me and is like, hey, I see you're looking at shoes, like it might be.
Oh, you'd love it. You'd love it. It's like in the store when you like when someone comes up to you and they're like, "Can I help you with anything?" and you're like, "Actually, yeah." No, just kidding. It doesn't happen. I hear you. It's a little bit creepy,
Maybe,
right?
but it can be a touch creepy. But I mean, like I said, we are trying to raise Series A right now, so anything to book more meetings. I mean,
Here.
I think it could be helpful. So,
Okay, so I'll send you the
send
email.
me an email. Yep.
And I think you know where this is going, but I'll actually give you a funny twist that you may not have expected. I'll give you a pick your own adventure. One option is if you go to servicebell.com right now, I can call you and show you just how creepy it is. It'll take 30 seconds. Then I gotta go because I don't want to have my SDR team sit through like a whole demo thing. But you could see it right now and tell me if you like it or not. And or we can just set a follow-up call after you look at the email. That way I don't call you out of the blue again and we can have a proper conversation. Do either of those sound like a decent option to you?
I got to talk to my AE first. So send me an email. He is on vacation right now due to 4th of July, but I will try to follow up with you on the 5th or the 6th. And if you don't hear from me, you can give me a call on my cell phone.
On the 5th or the 6th. Okay. I think the 5th is probably going to be a bit busy because everyone's catching up.
All right.
Are you generally
How about
better?
the 6th?
Are you generally better like in the mornings or afternoons? It seems like you're okay at 11, around 11. Let's see, Florida. Yeah, it seems like you're okay at around 11:35 a.m.
Sounds good. Call me back then.
Can I shoot you a tentative hold for 11:30 so I don't call you out of the blue?
Sure.
All right, fantastic. Had to fight for that one. I like it. Okay. Have an awesome day, Keely.
All right. Thank you.
Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ooh, that was a tough one. That was tough.
Yeah, still handled it.
I had to man, she really wrecked me, dude. I feel like I took a few uppercuts.
That's great because you're calling like sales leaders, SDR leaders. I mean, they're gonna know every trick.
Yeah, you know, when I was like in high school, my friends and I had like a boxing phase, and I was like super into it. And then my friend punched me in the jaw, and I was like, oh, like I don't want to do this anymore. So you know, that's the thing with cold calling, right? Like you get punched sometimes, but you got to keep going. And everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. That's not my quotes from some boxer. I think Muhammad Ali. Anyway, yeah.
Jacob, quick question before we hop to a different room. So, quick question from the audience. So, call direct numbers or mobile?
Direct numbers meaning like company lines.
Like company lines or mobiles.
Oh yeah, mobiles for sure. I mean, really depends on your audience. Like I've got a coaching student who calls local gym owners, like martial arts gyms actually. And he said that he get this, he's got like a 22% reach rate just calling the company line. And most of the time the owner picks up the phone themselves. In my case, I'm calling remote work SaaS people who are working from a little box like mine. There's no way I'm going to reach them on a company line. In that case, definitely I would recommend mobile numbers. So yeah, it kind of depends on your audience. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Are we gonna call that? I don't know if I would call that a meeting. I would call that
it's a little too
begrudgingly
tentative. That's like
accepted.
half meeting,
Yeah.
maybe you get
Half point.
Half a meeting.
half point for
Send
that
an
one.
email.
Half a meeting, half an email.
I think
Okay.
Elliott just got hung up on. Let's go check in.
Yep.
And see what he's doing.
Let's go.
What's up, bro? I was listening into that call. You got hung up on?
Yeah, he hung up on me.
Ooh.
It's all good.
At what point in the call?
Did he book? He thought I was a colleague.
Close.
He's like, he was.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't even get a chance to pitch. He was just like, I was like, Happy Thursday. How are you? Can I tell you what? All right. Thought you were a colleague. Bye. And I was like, oh, okay.
Fair enough. Yeah. I've gotten calls that are like, oh, I thought you were like the insurance company, or like, or I thought you were the doctor.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've definitely gotten calls like that where they expect something
Ooh,
else.
Ash got a pickup.
Ash got a pickup.
Let's hop in. Let's hop in.
Hop in.
I'm going to be honest with you. This is a cold call. Can I have 30 seconds of your time, or would you like to hang up? Can you hear me?
Ashley, the reception is really, the reception's breaking up.
I'm not sure why. Is it any better now? My apologies.
No, it's not. It's breaking up.
I'm going to try to hang up and then call you right back and see if I have a better connection.
No, it's better now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You said it's better now. Okay, so we provide an AI sales coaching software tool, and I was reaching out. I seen that you were in the director of sales and training. How are you guys currently training your reps at Amwell?
Did you say you were Second Nature?
Yes.
We're using Second Nature.
When did you guys sign on?
Recently.
So, okay,
yeah,
then it had to be recently enough. You guys were still in my cadence. Okay, so I will go ahead.
We actually have training that was just launched about a week ago.
How are you guys liking it so far? How are you guys liking it so far?
I think it's early. I'm not as close to it as one of my colleagues, but yeah, I mean, it appears to be going well.
Yeah, Jenny's pretty awesome. Like, it's a little bit different to get used to, kind of the robotic voice and things like that. And I use Jenny.
Something that would be interesting to you?
It would be, because we're such a new podcast. So we haven't even started analyzing the traffic or how long people are seeing or bounce rates. So yeah, that would be interesting for us.
Yeah.
To have in mind.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. So, which congrats too. That's very cool that you guys are up and running and getting going. Super excited for you. So Lead Magic, have you heard of it?
I have not, no.
Okay, so real quick, Lead Magic. So what it does, quick pitch for you, it will turn your anonymous visitors into pipeline. Whole goal being for it to be, that pipeline to convert into customers, or those who are actually wanting to join you on the podcast, or those who just have this insight, wisdom, whatever to bring to the table to help you as you grow and scale. Or maybe they just want to toss a bunch of money your way. You seriously have no clue, right? So that's the absolute goal. And regarding the analytical part of what you're saying, there's a way for you to figure all of that out through Lead Magic. So it's going to give you the company information and then sample emails too of the people who work there. Then you're going to get alerts through email once a week, or you can set it up for daily if you want to just go hard after all this, or you can be notified through Slack, through Zapier. So that's a really, really great feature that I use and leverage right now because I'm on Slack constantly. So it simplifies my day to, completely. But 5-minute installation, there's actually a 14-day free trial, which that's why I wanted to call just as we are ending Q2. Let's get you set up for going into Q3, Q4 on a positive note, to where you're generating this traffic already, knowing who's showing up on your site and getting that analytical viewpoint, seeing who's coming already in the works. And there's no catch here with me saying free trial, and I'll go ahead and preface that just because I know you guys are new. With starting all of this, they don't want you to think that there's any kind of hook. It's really just to help you. Sales is helping, right? So that would be the goal. So what are your thoughts? Love to hear them.
Look, again, we're new. Selfishly, I'm curious for anything that allows for a free trial. Specifically, that's going to tie to potential gains for traffic and exposure and alerts that can help us be a little bit more dangerous and robust as we target new users and viewers and listeners, etc. So yeah, let's explore. What's the next step?
Amazing.
For trial going?
Oh my gosh, Nick, I wish everyone was like as normal as you are. Maybe we're not the normal ones. I don't really know, but you're the best person I've talked to. So listen, let's do this. I want Jesse, who is the CEO of the company. He knows obviously the ins and outs of all things lead magic. I want him to be able to take care of you guys in the very best way possible. So let's do this. Next week, what is your Wednesday around 2:30 or 3 p.m. Eastern look like for a quick chat with myself and Jesse?
That actually works. Wednesdays are days that I block on my schedule to just do a lot of deep work. But I'm happy to free up a few minutes since this has so much value. So what we're trying to do here at the Verticals podcast. So that time I can make work by my side.
Amazing. Awesome. Good. Okay, cool. So I've got your email pulled up, and then anyone that you feel as though would be great for you to include who would benefit from this, just hearing exactly how this is going to benefit you guys specifically as you grow and, the stage that you're in. Toss them on the calendar invite. That's wonderful with us. And I will shoot this your way as we speak. Then you're going to have that in your inbox in the next few minutes. Go ahead and just accept that so we can just wipe our hands, and then we can say, good deal. Let's go have a long weekend and not think about work, and then come back next week and we'll be ready to go.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Amazing.
Looking forward to next steps and connecting with the team next week.
Yes, for sure, Nicholas. All right. Well, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the 4th, and I will chat with you on Wednesday.
Sounds good. Happy 4th.
You too. Bye.
Ooh. Jacob, did you get a meeting?
I just booked a meeting as well.
Oh,
I did just book a meeting as well. Yeah.
Good
VP
shit.
of sales.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
I
I basically said,
let's
just
join
got
them in
promoted.
the lobby. Let's join them in the lobby so we can
apologies.
Yeah. See you there.
You know what I mean? I love it. I love the challenge.
Awesome. Where are we at, guys, in terms of meetings?
I got
1.5
or
on my
hangups
end.
even.
What? Well, yeah, 1.5. 3.
3.
Trace.
Man, give me lead magic.
Millie's in the lead with
I'll
3.
get like 5 of those.
I mean, you can go pitch whatever you want, right?
Amelia, are you 3 for 3?
I'm just
Let's
kidding.
just all start selling lead magic.
Here. You get the best in class.
I love it.
Feel free. Carabinergroup.com.
We should do a switch it up one day. It's like call each other.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I love Jesse's product, man. He's the man. He's the GOAT.
So we have a question from the audience earlier that we couldn't get to. So how much of the sales process is principle and experimentation? So this was for Amelia and Jacob. So
how much of the sales process? Meaning like the cold call process, or just like the actual once they're in the pipeline?
yeah, let's say cold calling, because that's what we're focused on right now, and then maybe a little bit just on sales in general, right? Principle, experimentation.
By principle, do you mean like having like a script and like being very rigid with it versus being more fluid?
Yeah, versus like, you're trying new things all the time versus like, sticking with a certain kind of either framework or whatever philosophy or whatever that is. Right? Philosophy, obviously, you can weave in and out of actual tactical stuff, but
I think the queen should probably go first here, and then maybe I'll circle behind. Yeah.
No, I think a lot of it is there's the principle. I think it really very much so boils down to like figuring out like stop it, Elliott. Whoever it is that you're talking to, you gear that towards them. Like it's always you've got to focus on them. Like it's got to be principle. I don't really know what you mean by that. Like elaborate maybe, but there's got to be the principle of what's your end goal in mind. Like it's got to be sales is helping is selling. So that's the principle in and of itself. So if you're in sales solely to make money, like yeah, we all are, right? We're not going to be in sales if we don't like money, but we also like to win. We're competitive people, and there's the aspect of you've got to have that mindset of like I'm helping other people win in their career too. So That goes to the principal. And what was the second half? I don't remember.
Or versus experimentation.
Oh, I think it's all experimentation for sure. You don't know. I did a post this morning about how and it was cliche as could be, but it's like you can't find the treasure if you're staying in like the shallow end. Like you've got to go, like if you want to go find that treasure that's down like at the ground floor of the ocean, like you got to go dive a little bit deeper. Like you've got to go test the waters and figure out what works, what doesn't work. So like I said earlier, like stay in your lane, but learn how to pivot and adjust when need be. Because not every call is going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. It won't be the same thing every time. Don't be scripted. Don't sound scripted. Be a friend. Be someone where they can put their guard down.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
I would say my take on this is it's kind of an art and a science, and that like you should be measuring like reach rates, conversion rates, etc. Even within the call. Do you always get hung up on as soon as you start? Maybe your opener is really bad, or you should change something about it. But it is, and I also have usually the first 10 seconds of the call, generally speaking, pretty like memorized. I do kind of like to be fluid based on if I see they have something funny in their profile picture on LinkedIn as I'm calling or whatever, I'll just like throw it in there. But generally speaking, I keep the first 10 seconds pretty tight. And after that, it is like a dance. You have to match the prospect's energy. You have to go with them. Sometimes you're going to get shut down. Sometimes they're going to joke around. So you have to be willing to be fluid. So I think it's kind of a mix of both. You should be measuring and always testing and have a strategy, but don't be afraid to kind of veer off the path, especially on a call. We sell to people, people are all different. We all have different personalities and different challenges, etc. But at the end of the day, the goal is the same. It's to talk to as many people with the problem that we solve as possible, understand them, make them feel understood, and show them that we can help them solve their challenges. And if we do that, we'll all be winning.
Awesome. Great. And a quick comment, great comment by Aaron Wallace, commenting on the free trial approach. I think commenting on Amelia's approach. I like how she doesn't start with the free trial. She piques interest in the pitch and uses trial as the kill shot.
Yeah.
I love it.
No need
I think it's the hook at the end, right? It's that hook of like, that's in my back pocket. If you're going to tell me no, I'm going to hit you with that free trial, because there's nothing really that is that going to, like, I can go with the whole phrase of like, well, is it going to hurt you if you do this? Like, absolutely not. Is it going to hurt you? No. If you're putting credit card information in, no, you're not doing anything. You can cancel anytime if you don't like it after a day. Sure. So.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
awesome.
it's not everyone has a free trial though. So like I'm leveraging that. So like, what can you leverage that can be in your back pocket? You've got to think of that, like with whatever it is that you're selling, you're pitching, that you're booking meetings for. I think that's a big aspect of it.
Awesome. Well, so quick yes or no question for all the callers right now. So do you guys have been doing this for a while, obviously. Do you guys still practice your pitch before cold calling? Or do you so we just go in and start doing it? Is there still rehearsal?
Ashley question.
Ashley?
Before discovery call, anything like that, I definitely will go in and practice. I do have a tool that makes it a lot easier for me to go in, but any kind of like discovery demo, any kind of presentation, it like builds up your confidence to practice. Yeah. So getting used to working with Jenny and like being able to take the hits, take the punches, not be so hurt because you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? You do understand, you're practicing. And it just gives you that confidence to kind of let it go. So practicing is definitely a big part of it for sure.
Great.
By the way, while we've been talking, Jacob, I think Harley got a call back or something because he's over there.
Hop over there.
But let's finish.
Can I add something really quick? I'm going to add something. So when I make these calls, I also am pretty bold when it comes to the fact that thinking, all right, everyone's on their phone. Everybody's work phone has essentially become their cell phone number, right? So when I think it's totally ridiculous when people say, how'd you get my information? Hello, it's 2022. Like, stop. Like, obviously anybody can find anything on anyone, but I'll shoot over a Slack or a text just saying, hey, thanks so much for your time. Like, super pumped about us chatting at this time, whatever. And then they're also going to get the notifications with whatever link it is, the, Calendly or whatever you use, that Chili Piper, all of that, where they're going to get the automated ones too, where it says, hey, your meeting's going to start in an hour, but just say, whatever you set it up to be, if that's what you do, or if it's already done for you. But just having that human touch to that approach of great connecting. Thanks so much for picking up. Really pumped to see where we can take this with you. I know it's going to be beneficial. Cheers. Have a great weekend. So I'm a big fan of texting. It's kind of bold, but I think if you don't try it, you don't know.
Yeah, I do a similar strategy too, especially once you've had a conversation with someone. I mean, if you're willing to cold call them, I mean, a text feels like less intrusive. So
yeah, some people want to hide, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They want to hide behind their phone. So.
Yeah, if you've had a conversation, I think it's totally fair game to text them. So with you on that.
Yeah, and there was so someone did make that comment earlier about they love to see the colors, like we're the experts here on the follow-up activity and stuff, especially when people go silent as well. I'm glad you guys brought up text because that is very interesting. Yeah. I think there were studies on too that for follow-up activity, text, video messaging through Loom or Vidyard, those kinds of things go a long way too.
Absolutely. Yeah, because you're fresh in their head, right? So there's
stay top of mind for sure, and go and go make sure that you're connected on LinkedIn. Go like their content. Even if you go to activity, the past 3 days, just show up.
Yeah,
literally just be present, and they're gonna remember you as that person who called them and that go-to person. Even that's how referrals happen. That's how go talk to this person over here. Go talk to Amelia because she was the one who randomly called me and can't help me, but I think maybe could help you based off this conversation that we're having. You never know. It's planting seeds.
On point. Asked a question in the chat.
People are asking.
I guess in the goal.
Yeah. Jacob, you want to take that?
Do you have a set goal on how many calls to make per day or week? And if so, how do you prep for that?
You write it down. It's power visualization right there. You've got to write down what you say you're going to do and put it as this almost, I will, don't put I can, because anybody can. I will do this. I will do this many dials. I will, and it's also that mindset, whatever you say between your 2 ears is what you're going to be able to accomplish. It's that don't get too high on the highs, don't get too low on the lows, on the losses and all. But when it's ringing, tell yourself, I'm going to book this call. I know what I'm doing. I'm smart. I got this. I know this. Don't be nervous. What are they going to do? Hang up? Who cares? On to the next. There's plenty of people you can help in the world. But yeah, I would say write it all down. Make this set goal for yourself, but don't push yourself to the extent to where you feel like you have to compare yourself to someone else. That's never comparisons that they enjoy, right? So enjoy what you do with your work. Have fun with it. So write it down. I will do this, and then just have your tallies. I'm writing my tallies down right now, of the calls, because I'm hand dialing, of how many people I've called, so I know my ratio of pickups based off of the people that I've tried to reach out to. So yeah, my 2 cents. Take it, leave it.
No, that's pretty good. That's what I do. I make sure you have a time block too. Always make sure you have a time block, an hour, and just dial. Don't answer any emails. Don't answer anything else. Time block is essential. That has helped me become very, very, successful in the SaaS space.
Time blocking for sure. Not just cold calling, but everything else too.
Yeah.
We just hired two SDRs at Service Bell, and I'm planning to have a Nooks time block every morning for an hour where we can make it fun, but we're all accountable and we're just doing this basically every day. It's a cool way to have a fun time while also book meetings.
And Jacob, for you, when you're going to do that, at Nooks, it shows you the number of calls you made as you're dialing. So we hook up with outreach and stuff. So it kind of holds everyone accountable, right? You'll see you got to hit, you want to hit 50 calls in that hour block or whatever it is. And doing it with other people is a great accountability strategy, I think. Even if you don't have Nooks, doing it on Zoom or something like that is a great strategy.
Yeah, so I had a prospect send me these things one time, which was shout out to Wingman. Wingman is hold on, I'm getting a call right now. but I'm declining. Sorry, Nick Capozzi. Okay, so I got these things, and they're these little hourglass things, which are super cute and and they're just classy, looking on a desk. But this will do 30 minutes. This one just 5. So I've got my little time blocking stuff that I can do. So I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Amazon, I think it's really cheap, whatever, but not like cheap. But I mean, I don't think it's more than $20 maybe. But it's such a good way for me. I should leverage them more. But if you don't have that accountability, say you're like one man show over there as a rep, get something that's going to be beneficial like that, to where you can visually see this is the amount of time, or a countdown clock. There's apps that you can do, and then you're going to have a timer go off. Set up those things for yourself. That's the success method right there. Set yourself up for success. One of the worst things literally that I do is the time management is not my thing at all. I suck at time management. So my calendar is super annoying with colors and making sure it's all really bright and aggressive, because I have to time block the right way. Or if I don't follow it, I'm not doing it. Plain and simple. So text versus email. If they don't pick up, should you text them? Anybody want to take that?
I don't know, Jacob, Elliott.
We want to take that one?
Text versus email. I have no experience doing texting.
I do. At my previous organization, we had texting as a part of the SCP. They do work, but they kind of get a little who's this on the text. So I was very personal and just be like, hey, it's Elliott from so-and-so. I just wanted to kind of reach out to you and show them a quick link, but it has to be super personal, super personalized. It can't be super pitchy, because it might take a day or 2 days to get a reply, but they'll be like, oh, okay, how'd you get the number? So I say it's a 50-50 on the email side of things for prospecting. Well, that's where you get your gems from your manager, and sequences and cold email, and but it's a 50-50. Texting works, but you just gotta be super personal.
Sorry to interrupt. I got a jet. I have a meeting coming up, a demo. So I got a blast. It's been fun calling with all of you. What's the final scores of the whole shebang here?
Yeah.
What do we got?
got?
Amelia with 3.
Amelia with 3. Right? Elliott with 1.5.
Yep.
1.5.
1.5. I booked it offline. I was in a room. It was by myself. One was an actual solid, they're gonna show up. It was a good conversation booked. The other one was the tentative hold, follow-up call, had to fight for it kind of thing. Yeah. Give yourself half a point for those.
All right. All
yeah.
right. All right, guys. This was super fun.
No, this was fun, man. This was fun.
Yeah.
Guys.
I love it. This is amazing.
And we have this every Thursday. So this is gonna be happening, and so as far as Nooks, this, we're on Nooks right now, so very, very cool product here, and it's been very fun to kind of poke around and see this, how it all works. But I'm sure all you sales leaders and salespeople out there, SDRs out there, can start to visualize what this could look like internally. And as far as from Red Genius' standpoint, is that we've got free boot camp. We have a job site up, so if you guys are looking for SDR work, then we can have the training for you guys, as well as a job site, right? So we're we want to get as many people on there to apply and things like that as possible. So that's us. Rohan, is there anything else that you wanted to do before we close out?
No, this was super fun, guys. It was fun to host it on Nooks and have you guys all and hump around into rooms and hear everyone's cold calls. So this was super fun, and good to have you back, Jacob.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for joining. And yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry. Jacob was one of the biggest supporters last week too, of just being so kind and giving awesome feedback. So yay. And Elliott's always a supporter. Oh my gosh. Oh, Elliott. Ron.
I really want to thank you guys for basically putting yourselves out there and getting hung up on and getting out there. So really appreciate your guys' time to do this, and hopefully you guys had fun too.
Nah, I love it. I mean, hey, thank you guys so much. I mean, Amelia's, hey, it's all fun and games, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we're here to support each other. And it's great to, have some competitive fun. Jacob, hey, you're amazing, bro. Keep doing you.
The process
All
is
right.
demo, so I gotta bounce. I'll see you guys. Bye.
All right, man. Hey, great meeting you. Mr. Bronchitis.
Yes.
All right.